Okay, guys, so today you're going to be working on your presentation, and I want to make sure that before you finalize the answer to the questions I gave you, you have the best possible answer. Why? Because the class, when they listen to your presentation, you have to assume that they know nothing about your topic. So, for example, if you're talking about cubism, you want to make sure that your answers match the question, that it's not just random lines or sentences that you pick up from a website on Google, but they're not really connected to the question. Be careful with that. So I'm going to give you an example. On the slide that I just made, I have the picture of a cubist, the picture of a cubist mural, which is called Guernica. Guernica was made by Pablo Picasso in the year 1937. That is the answer to question number one. You gotta name the artwork, you gotta name the year, and the author. That's the easiest question. Then the next question is asking, does this art have a message or political point of view? Well, let's see. I'm doing a Google search just like you are, and it says in here that this painting has to do with the Nazis devastating and bombing a town. So this is something that happened during the Spanish Civil War. So wow, this painting has a lot to do with conflicts that are what? Political. So does it have a political message? Yes, it does, because it's talking about the Civil War and the Nazis, attacking them. So that's question number two. Then question number three says, what is something interesting about this art? Give me three examples. Okay, well, I'm looking at the picture of Guernica, and what is interesting about it? Well, first of all the pictures, all the characters in this painting are abstract. They are deformed. They're all, they're not realistic. They're just imitations of reality, right? And also, if you notice, a lot of them are in expressions of pain, so they're not comfortable. So is this a happy painting? No, it's not a happy painting. Even you can even see some of the animals too, and it almost looks like the people in the picture are fragmented. They're not full bodies. So there's three things right there about this painting. Okay, question number four says, what can people learn from this art? Explain three things. So I'm going back to the Guernica picture. And, well, number one, what can I learn about this? It already told me in the beginning. This painting was made as a critique or as a protest to the intervention of the Nazis during the Spanish Civil War. Okay, so what are we doing? We're learning about an event that happened in Spain back at the time that the painter was alive. So there's one. What else? It shows interpretation of how this artist sees violence and how violence can maybe be framed in cubism in the way that it is, because in this case war can be chaotic, and I think that this is very fitting when you're using cubism, because cubism can also be chaotic and abstract, right? So that's number two. Okay, then what else? Three things. I got one more thing to go. The colors are interesting. If you look at it, uses a lot of browns, blacks, whites. I mean, depending on what version you're looking at, the one that I'm looking at right now is not black and white, but it's got like browns, some off whites colors, and some blacks. But the majority are kind of like a brown color. So the way he's using this picture is what do you say when you only have a certain selection of colors? Monochromatic. Is monochromatic. So he used monochromatic, like just a very limited amount of colors, and he used a lot of darks, and also like a lot of shadows, so there is three things already. Like I actually answered more than three. So Do you understand now? I hope that this helps clarify when you're answering the questions. If you don't know what to say, these are the kind of things that you want to add to the answers, because again, the people that are going to be listening to that presentation know nothing about the subject, so you want to sound like you know what you're talking about. I want you guys to put some love into this, because this is your last project of the year. After this, there's not going to be anything like this anymore. So remember, when you go to high school and college, you're going to be doing a lot of this, so might as well get used to it. All right.